more important. And so it's worth it. It's worth it to honor him, even if with suffering. And if he suffered so much for you, can't you suffer a little,
Yeah. Well, he says to take up your cross and follow him.
Yeah.
So that is just part of being a Christian.
Yeah, deny yourself and take up your cross daily and follow him.
But he also promises to be with us through that.
Yeah.
Like we're never walking.
Yeah, you're just being carried along in a sense by him. It's so.
Yeah.
Not saying it won't hurt though.
Yeah, but at the same time, like you don't have to like every feeling to be able to appreciate it.
Yeah.
I've definitely learned throughout college.
Yeah, there's enough promises in Scripture that the sufferings that we experience here cannot even be compared to the glory that we're going to experience. And so there's a sense that it's like, well, if more suffering here will make heaven more grand to me, then I almost invite it, At least maybe not invite it, but just embrace it when it comes. Like, I guess to me it's a test of faith.
Yeah, absolutely.
When you're suffering, for you to count it all joy when you encounter various trials, that's a test. Do I really believe what God has said about this momentary affliction? Or am I making this momentary affliction, what has the most gravity rather than calling it light affliction, right? And when that stuff happens to you, I've talked about this before because my wife and I went through something that a lot of people thought was a big deal, and people thought we handled it well. And one of the things I said was, you're not going to suddenly have superpowers when the hard thing happens. God will be with you, sure, but it's the habits that you formed up to that day are what's going to have prepared you for it.
Yeah.
So I can't lift a heavier weight today than I've ever lifted in my training.
Yeah.
It's that simple. Well, if I don't worship God, sing songs to Him, dedicate time to the Word and prayer and things, if I don't do that in my normal life, am I going to do it when I'm suddenly thrust in prison or Probably not. I'm probably going to have a bitter attitude or